Michelle, tell me a little bit about, I have a bunch of Facebook gal friends.
Okay.
And some they like to be called huntresses. Do you like to be called huntresses or hunter?
Hunter is fine with me. I don't have that whole, you know, I'm not about the women's lib at all.
Right,
you know, I'm a hunter. That's
cool,
it. Yep.
Cool. So tell me, how did you all get started in hunting?
I didn't know any different. My dad, John Masakia, who is in the Bow Hunting Hall of Fame actually, when we were growing up, he treated my brother and I as equals. I mean, when he went out into the woods, he took us. And so from a very young age, you know, when he was building tree stands back then, because they didn't have, you know, the tree stands like we have today, you had to build them.
Right.
You know, we would go out with my dad, and I remember him sitting up in a tree stand and posting my brother and I at the base of the tree with a string. And he would pull it when the deer were coming, so we would pay attention and watch the deer. So yeah, at a young age, I was shooting recurves. My brother and I both shot recurves, and I just was born into it, basically.
Awesome. So where did you grow up?
In upstate New York.
Really?
That's where I started hunting. Yeah.
Huh.
Cut my teeth in upstate New York.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do they have big hills there? Or?
It's rolling hills, you know. I mean, we live in Colorado now, so you know, and if you have a, you know, 13,000 foot mountain, it's a little different than a 3,000 foot mountain in New York. But you know, the rolling hills there, it's absolutely beautiful. My mom still spends the summers up there, so it's very beautiful.
The reason why I said you got hills because I'm here in Ohio, and sometimes we hunt in southeastern Ohio, which is kind of hilly.
Yeah.
But where I hunt at, it's all flat cornfield, soybeans.
Yeah. No. We're up in what they call the mountains. Hunter Mountain is probably the closest place that people would know.
So this is my question to you.
Yeah.
Did you ever shoot a deer down at a holler and have to drag it out, or how did you all do that?
Nope, actually didn't have to do that because you know, it was on our farm and we had, you know, good road system. Actually, it was a road system for people who made maple syrup back in the day. So
really?
A lot of trails, and usually it was downhill.
Cool.
Yeah, it's always good to drag them downhill.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
So now you're all in Colorado. So let me ask you this: how many days out of the year do you actually hunt?
Wow, that is a good question, and it's hard to tell. I'm gonna say probably a good 60 to 70 days that I'm actually out there hunting, but our whole life revolves around hunting.
Oh yeah.
You know, we just got back from a bow fishing trip in Louisiana with the kids.
Right.
So, you know, that's fish hunting. But every day there's something going on in our house that you know, revolves around hunting for sure. You know, if it's not me hunting personally, you know, then I'll take the kids out. Last year I was guiding our son Seth on, he shot his first bear. So
how old is he?
He's 15.
Awesome.
Yeah, he got his first bear and he got his first bull elk last year. So,
really?
Yeah, very cool.
I bet that was really cool.
It is.
Did it make you more, you know, more proud as far as, you know, he went through that experience, actually got the kill, so to speak.
Yeah, well,
not just the hunt, but got the kill, because it's you know, it's a big difference.
Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you what's interesting. First of all, that was an amazing experience to share with my son.
Right.
We had hunted 4 days, and I set him up, and we were in a ground line on the ground with bear, you know, eye level. So it was pretty exciting to share that with my son. And that's the cool thing about hunting is, you know, he plays baseball too, and you know, the kids are all involved. You know, Trent and Jeb, they're all involved in their own thing. If we can go as spectators, my husband and I, and watch them, hunting we can do with them.
With them,
you
and
know?
actively participate.
And actively participate. So I love that. But I will tell you one thing that I think people are losing, and in our house, you know, we don't measure the size of the experience by the rack on the head at all. What we do though, is we thank whoever it is that puts the meat on our table. So if we're sitting around the table at night and Trent is the one that shot the rabbit that we're eating that night, you know, we thank him for providing the family with food, and that's our trophy. That's our, you know, that's our measurement of, hey, you know, you're the one providing food for our table, so kudos to you. Thank you. You know?
Absolutely. I was telling Fred about some of these hunters, our videos I did, and I want you all to check them out too on my YouTube channel.
We'll do it. Yeah.
One of those series of videos I did are hunters are, or no. Trophies are in the eyes of the hunter, and I touched upon that very subject.
Yeah.
And I touched upon because, and you know, there's nothing wrong with, you know, people set their standards, you know, as far as what they want to shoot or their goals or whatever. But like you alluded to, you know, we should never, as hunters, judge other people.
No,
as
not
hunters
at all.
by what they kill.
Right.
You know, because that's. it's a very personal thing. It's not like you shoot a 110-inch whitetail and I shoot a 160-inch. I didn't shoot your buck and you didn't shoot my buck.
Exactly.
So how can I sit there and judge you for what, and do the same with me?
And I don't want kids out there, you know, you get kids starting out and you want them to enjoy the outdoors. You don't want them to measure that experience by, you know, my buck was 1 inch bigger than your buck. You know, in our house, the meat on the table is what's important.
That's
so a doe is just as important as a buck.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, and that's the way we as a family like to approach it, you know, because we just love being in the outdoors. And if all you're going to do is go for those antlers, then I don't think you're enjoying the outdoors like you should.
No. And also, you're, like you allude to with the kids, they're setting themselves up for a disappointment, which you don't want.
No.
You don't want that.
No, you want them to always look forward to going out there and just having a great time. And you know, if you go out there and you get to watch a doe and a fawn interact, or you get to watch a beautiful sunrise and it's super orange that morning, it's just absolutely beautiful. You know, our kids will come back and say, "Oh my God, did you see that sunrise this morning?" And we're like, you know what? That's what it's all about. Exactly.
Michelle, thank you. I appreciate it.
You bet.
Pleasure.
All right. Thank you so much.
Archer's Paradox signing off.